visitors, and the New York Giants. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico. Greg Olson set to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to run here with Harvey. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The first carry here for Devon Achane. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 7 Pirates, 19, 18, 19 Light, 60 back, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you. And all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart, and that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And he couldn't get that one to check up, and it'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. 20-yard line. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1.
It's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
3 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. That's a short throw caught by Kmet. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
Man in motion, heading left. A first down throw for Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Nix. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and long. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Bombers. Captain.
Throwing. Nix. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play for the Giants. It's a gain of 34.
First down.
Set to go now on first and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Here's a give to Achane. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 7.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Achane. And he'll get forward for about a yard. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle.
At the 37-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
Third and 6.
Dragon 60. 19 Lion. Go.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is Hawks. What a throw. Touchdown, Giants. That his second TD catch of the season.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. So after 1, it's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. On first down, it's Harvey. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To throw is Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he will score. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Omaha. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bisons will level things out at 7 apiece.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Down the sideline, past the 45. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Take over. 1st down and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Chloe, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you that I'm the good and bad.
Hold on a sec. Ready?
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Carter on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9. Nix going to keep this himself. That one good for 26 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. Over the middle, that's Kmet. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down. Draw play here for Harvey. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's swung out to Harvey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's good for an Omaha. First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And 3rd down coming up.
Nice play there by the defender, able to get his hand up on that ball and break up the pass. And frankly, if he's able to come down with that catch, he'd be playing offense.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Nick's going to throw for it. And he's in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Bison. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Elliott on now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Bisons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. Rocco leading.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Now a screen set up for Achane. Down the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Achane. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Set. 18 Cardinal. 18.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Giants.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He was brought down by Brandon Jones. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Dart. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Giants.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play call just really finding his rhythm. Mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
License 14. Harrison Davis to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Snap on 1st and 10. They'll try to hit him with a screen.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Now he's loose again. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. A huge play just before the half. 65 yards. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Harvey is into the end zone. Touchdown.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. To the air on 2nd down. Dart. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A run out of the gun with Achane. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Jamal Clark there to get him down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
He'll try and run it here. It's Achane. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a giant first down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
A run, and it's Achane. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
On second down, Dart. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
2 yards.
They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
23-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Dart. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run with Achane. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Here's Achane. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Going for it all. That's hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 61 yards. So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And the Giants will take over at their own 15.
The Giants take over first and 10.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
On first and 10, it's Achane. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Dart going to throw here on second down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
18, Cowboys.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 8.
Let's go now. Bronco ladies. Mustang 19.
Out of the gun. Here comes Dart. Throw left side. That's Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the ground, Achane opens up this fourth quarter. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the carry, it's Achane. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Dart. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 33 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he's got another one. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Giants. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First down. On the bootleg, it's Nix. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Corey Franklin, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. A gain there of 15. And that will be a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. He takes off. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 24 yards. That's enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
A first down throw for Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Complete to number 37, R.J. Harvey. 10 yards on the pickup.
A run with Harvey. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Now, 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the Giants' 7-yard line.
He'll get this out wide, and he's into the end zone yet again. Troy Franklin, touchdown Omaha. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Makes the score Giants 35, Bisons 28. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Ready, break!
On the ground, here is H.M. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Let's go! Go!
They'll run right here. It's Achane. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one out wide to Achane. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards.
First down, Bison.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. This is intercepted.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go now.
It is 2nd and 6.
70 Lions.
So it's a win.